Hear what it do. Pussies! I'll be right back. I gotta piss. Like, really bad. Alright, chat, I'm back from piss. My tremendous, joyous, liquidy piss! What the fuck?
Danganronpa. Look what the cat dragged in.
I'm gonna piss on you next, nigga. Wrong save file. Hang on a minute before I read anything. I need to get a drink of water. Do I have any water in here? Nope.
Peculiar.
Nope. Alright. Makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose... Right? Makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose... So my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense. But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I don't want the pipe anymore, bruh. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say I wanted to protect him. I read that completely wrong. That's a fumble. You know what that means.
Yoko is like Faust but purple.
Hang on a minute. Where did I... Where did I put it?
No. I can see it a little.
The streak starts again.
No. Keep her clothes on, bro. Please. Please.
Okay, bro. I only say what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. I gotta hold the mask like this, so that way it doesn't, like, stick to my jaw when I'm talking. That way it doesn't, like, move up and down when I'm talking. This guy can't be real. Yeah, you're right, I'm artificial intelligence, I'm AI. Watch me grow an extra finger. Watch. Then what did you see in there? The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right? That was my I messed up again. One arm.
No. Oh no. No, please. No.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion.
No. PLS. Oh.
I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map.
Eh.
It's a layout of the entirety of Host Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor is home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay... Wait. Did I say that? Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues. So I went to check. Okay, this thing is like seriously impeding upon my speech. Start with the jacket, and then the mask goes on. The mask is like the ultimate punishment. Like, if I fuck up enough, then the jacket comes off, and then I put the mask on if I mess up one more time. That's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. I'm starting over, by the way. Giving myself a free pass. So you went there to see if the headmaster really... Okay, so we're sending... What does bionic leg mean? What does that mean in this context? So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there. Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. Well, what do you mean? I can't explain it. You'll need to see for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important. Really ominous. Omnimus. Omnimus Prime. No shirt coming off this stream, chat. I know we're all completely saddened by this information.
Snowboarder. Please grow.
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusawa, doesn't it? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial... Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, that doesn't count as a mess up. I just didn't read the full thing. To begin with, the point of the class trial with Mukuro Ikusawa was to get me killed. Get you killed? Oh yeah, by the way, I kept this from the doctor's office. I mean, the dentist's office from when I had to get Helen. I was right there.
Mukuro Ikusawa. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Broken heart.
Yo, I'm telling you, all this Mukuro talk, she better be the baddest bitch imaginable, bro. Or I am just not caring. Like, at all. Feels like I'm playing with floppy foreskin.
She mid.
I stole that key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations? Exactly. With minimal... The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. It makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. One other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusawa was that there was a point where Mukuro might not have been the victim. Could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim? You know what I'm talking about, right? You mean the Fent hallucination? I can hear them, The footsteps of the god of death. Okay, so what is this game? What is this game even about anymore? Ref? They're talking about the god of death? Do something? What?
How?
Hear the god of death as he moves.
It's about how.
Wouldn't be shocked. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this, which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow across the corridor.
Suit levitating.
I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. I ran into your room, and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course. That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the master assailant was. They ended up dead. Okay, so before the bomb went off, nobody thought to take the mask off? Nobody thought to do that?
Family honeybee microbe.
I deserve to put the jacket back on for thinking smarter than these guys, because you had ample time before the bomb went off, so you could have just like, shoop, it's the guy. But no, you just stood there looking at it like a bunch of dolts. We're 5 chapters deep. Looking at a dead body isn't going to be enough. You got to start like instigating it. Fucking dick.
Tries applying logic to Danganronpa. Asked to leave Spike Chunsoft Games.
Their murder was disguised. The dojo key would end up in my room. It'd also be the work of the mastermind and intent to use the class trial against. You know what? No. Not counting that. So this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. And because she's bad, it's gonna be right. I know how this game works. If that's really bad, it's true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. But doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right? You're right. That is a contradiction. It's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. Oh yeah, the reason I'm reading over it when some of the lines are clearly like spoken is because I accidentally put it on Japanese when the game started because I thought it would just sound better. Kind of kicking myself in the pants for that one. I guess that's just me being a Puritan, I guess. Forever. Means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Oh. Just a little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. We're almost done!
Red apple.
This game's almost over. I can finally move on to V2, which is longer! 60 more streams! Infinite! I could be playing this game till I'm 30! Oh, never mind, I didn't skip anything. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair?
And it's just 2 because the V is a completely different thing.
What? I thought V2 was just like a cool thing they did for titling the sequels. You're telling me there's more? Chiffon, please don't tell me there's more.
This bull cause the best character dies.
Chiffon, my brother under Christ, please tell me there's not more game. I don't want to play this till I'm 30, bro. That was a joke. That was sarcasm. Please.
Cut of meat, baby bottle, fork and knife with plate and wrap.
I gotta make a phone call. Wait. Yeah,
Now
this
you
phone
all
doesn't
get
actually
to
work.
see V1 and V2. Those are the killing games that Rantaro and PPL were in. Oh.
Oh. A completely unrelated side tangent. Out. This was a pre-order bonus for Sonic Frontiers, and I didn't even pre-order it. GameStop just had too many.
I
Just
don't
found,
remember a lot of Danganronpa
just
as
found my,
2020 me she'd know.
just found my middle school ID from 7th grade. I'm so chopped, it's not even funny. Look. Oh wait, that's my actual school. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Y'all didn't see that. Forget you
Shinto
saw that.
shrine sun behind small cloud umbrella on ground moon cake cockroach 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 cockroach. Gahaha. Screenshotted as.
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
Certified this
It's
is
not.
the second time you've done the tour school.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. The tragedy. What's the tragedy? Started playing this game 2 years ago. I don't know why they think I'm going to remember that.
September 11.
Yeah, that's probably it. They're the ultimate despair. That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And there, make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that's forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair.
Prague.
And that is our real enemy. I did it.
What was the Japanese equivalent to that?
I don't know. You know, I always wondered why it says to be continued. Was this game like released like a Telltale game? Yeah, that you had to like buy the separate chapters. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together.
Count.
I guess, yeah. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it.
You meant to like do one chapter per day.
Wait a damn minute. No, wait. Hang on, yeah. Wait, let me check the achievements. Oh my god! Chat. We're almost done. This is the last chapter. This is the last. We're almost done. There's one achievement left for finishing a chapter. This is it.
Hell yay.
Years of build-up.
Yay.
Can we blow up Eldon with bombs, actually? Yo, Chiffon, that's the ultimate despair right there.
Mahjong Red Dragon.
That's her?
Mahjong Red Dragon. Mahjong Red Dragon. With fireworks. Yes.
I don't know what you talking about. She fine as hell. Jeez!
Sheesh. Bahaha. Sleep stream.
Sleep stream. I can't even do that. Because the console, like, turns off after a set amount of time, and I'd have to, like, leave the game on. There's no, like, I don't have any, like, chill games I could leave on all night. Also, that would just make the power bill sky high. Not doing that, ever. I don't worry about that. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity.
That's true.
Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so there's gotta be, like, at least some kind of paperclip down here. Maybe in the desk. You could get the desk, stand on that, paperclip, in the door. Or not? Yeah, that works too. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool you got from the headmaster's room? Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And can open any door in the school, right? That's right. We should be able to use it on that door, right? Let's go fucking do it then. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right? Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes, it opened! Now we can get out of here. Go. Sounds good. Quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Now I'm going to be keeping track on if there's any mention of them bathing after this, because I know they stink of trash after being in there for a day, and possibly a couple of hours, maybe. So, depending on that, yeah, we're just going to keep that information in the back of your head. Finally, we're finally free. It wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Oh boy, that is a lot of stuff. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There's a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. Started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long? Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time where being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous? Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So, because we take pride in it. Pride. The detective is neither light nor shadow. They represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things. To do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we're made of a conscious... Made of a... What am I doing? Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort? It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
I immediately typed no so
Pride.
fast that it took me to another video. Hi again.
Pride. Where did I hear that? Where have I heard pride?
LOL.
Pride? Like Kendrick? Like Kendrick Lamar Pride?
I do that but with Discord.
So that explains.
Pride, Like the Limbus Sin Affinity.
You see, you're always... What am I doing? I'm doing too much. Oh, that's why my chair's not rolling. I'm rolling over a cable. Cable I kind of need to stop being under my chair. Stupid. Dumb, stupid cable. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. She hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. Yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something that a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. It's a fucking dick. Huh? Yeah, but you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You wouldn't have so much to talk about. Something I want to talk to my father about. There's something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. What is it? I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented and had a promising future, but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. Young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. That's true, and I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me, because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I would have never had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative. More emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position would say, right? But it's not true. There's one thing that I can never forgive. Really? The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. When the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow's been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. So I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him off like that. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. We're connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it. On the other side of that door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back. Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? Fuck. I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease. And so... looks like we're back. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I would have never gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Okay, can they bone already? Can they bone already and get it over with? Because we already know they're going to at some point. So just might as well do it now and get it over with.
What is he looking up?
Okay. Never mind. They shouldn't bone, as they are not of age to bone. I retract that joke I made.
Gulp. Phew.
So now what do we do? Glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you too. He helped me, so they might. You're worried? Yeah, of course.
じゃあ
Why don't you just get a concrete answer? Huh?
つま
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem. He would say things.
りでも
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. And it's not like we can run away either. She said that she pointed the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What do you think is going to happen isn't?
だって
Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. Mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
それは
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. Was?
そう
She has
We can
said
talk
it
to
like 15 times.
Yeah, she has said that like 15 times. We get it! If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. It'll be better for us if we just go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... super uneasy about this. We don't really have a choice, do we?
ええ
Monokuma should be in the gym.
行きましょうか
Let's get going. Alright, I know I'm supposed to be progressing the story forward and going to the gym and all that. But... that gotcha machine's calling my name. I forgot how to... Okay, I'm pushing the button! Oh. Wait a damn minute, is that what I think it is? Alright. Oh. Alright, I think I should stop. How long did I do that for? Oh god. Like 10 minutes. Where do I have to go again? Oh, wait, right, gym. I gotta go to the gym. I'm going right back the way I came. Great. At least I think I had to go to the gym. Hey! Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Am I really gonna be okay? You're supposed to be punished! Kyoko help you. So what if I did? What do you do? The guilty parties exposed during the class trial, they alone a chance. Do you ever feel like you have to? Before you do, let me just say one thing. That matters to you, right? Huh? I lose. You explain yourself. What do you mean by that? You settled this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. When Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that. In response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to kill him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must realize that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. But then there wasn't another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. Never imagined the possibility of being of a... Now it's a scarf. Is there anyone still watching? Oh yeah, there's 2 people. Just completely forgot. So of a being that would come to our aid even after we'd killed it. Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? I mean, that you talk a big thing. Blackened, you can prove this, right?
So.
No, I can't. Don't you say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? Doing such bold claims on a shred of evidence. I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I'll guarantee I'll find some. So no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there was only one at his... One stutter away from the mask. Also, one little thing I gotta do. Alright, we're back. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. Now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type. Makoto really was the killer. He never would have come to you running like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire. Here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence. It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh? Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope. Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, he'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square, then I suggest you take my advice. So as advice of yours, to do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial. Time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Well, I'll make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? Probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very. I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax. Does that mean you accept? If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm pre-bared to agree to your terms. Will your hope went out, or my despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. We still have a shot at this. This is the long-awaited climax, right? I'm just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries. That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. You can do that. And that'll be enough to koala-fy as a victory for you.
そうね。
So you've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. You can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mystery to the school. Then you win. If you can do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? Or as excited as you are, I'm sure.
いいわね。
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Actually, koalas aren't bears.
ね
Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule?
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face
I remember that. For sure. So what?
Face with tears of joy, 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 face with tears of joy.
Oh man. Just I was getting into the beat, bruh. I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? It's a true statement. Not to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. Having a fair trial of Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? It's a part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Oh, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. Sure, I told you this already, but... this killing game began with 16 participants. And the only people to take a single step in Hopeless Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
ね
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? Seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? Go down. You can't anymore. Don't gonna keep punishment later anymore. I'm gonna start getting very super duper. Don't with despair.
ね
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Wrong game. One of Kuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we're out of the gym. Is there gonna be no... Oh, never mind. We already saw the title flashcard.
Queen.
Yeah. I can hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Oh, fucking hell, I'm hungry. I'll be back, chat. I need something to eat. One parting gift before I go to eat. It jiggles when I walk, chat.
No.
Chat, don't look, but I got so many drinks in my pocket that it's like low-key sagging my pants now. I got a popsicle, tea, sparkling water, That's it. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle's still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But hell, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they? They have no choice but to accept. Huh?
Teacup without handle, potable water, potable water.
It's all because of that one moment where the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So why was it the mastermind let their guard down? I wasn't here to hear it myself, but you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Okay, someone in universe has totally either beaten it to the show, or one of the students has definitely beaten A. Johnson mid-game. Because there's no way these high schoolers just haven't done that at least once. Yeah, they definitely said that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off. Oh, look. Must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. Oh. They wanted to show the world? The last one I was very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody. So that's like our goal is to destroy each other and show us that it's off the world. But why? To prove a point, most likely. To prove a point? The outside world is a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. And you're talking about hope, right? For those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? That's ridiculous. You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Is that really their... Is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer? I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What? Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has to be more particular than is... What? The Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter. At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. That's where the Mastermind could have killed any of us themselves. That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
So,
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. You gained a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
そうね。
Yes, thanks to you. Due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. When that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
ええ。
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
つまり、
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? You were still about able to get that mastermind to accept your challenge.
だけど、
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
違うわ。
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least. I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh, and I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, it would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
だけど、
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
そう。
Everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
ね
Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with
え。
everyone.
でも、
Is that really possible? Huh?
とにかく、
Anyway, right now we have to go find the
行
others.
きましょうか。
Probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Nope, okay. This is my room. Can't head back yet. Alright, well. I'm here. Oh, the fucking dickhead. Where is she? She's here, right? Is there some reason why you need to search my room? Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay, so what do I do here, exactly? Do I just click on all the rooms and see what happens? I already did that.
Ne.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. This is Toko's room. Is she inside?
Ne.
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay, keep looking... Where, exactly? can't tell, I'm trying every door just in case something happens. This is Tina's room. She inside.
Ne. Ne.
Alright, well, I've checked every room. Don't really know what you want me to do with. Okay. Chat, if you can't tell, I'm trying. Chat, you're not seeing this? Oh, wait. I forgot what I was going to look up. The gym. No, actually, wait, that was the AI overview. I can't trust none of that. Go to the dining hall. Don't really know why I didn't think of that. And suddenly we were greeted with... Oh, fuck no. You again. 103.2, 1.2.1.225, 255. PC broken. Suppose its emotional instability reached its limit. A, G, arrow, 3 dot 4, sum equals, send, x, tilde, underscore, 6, 1. Jeez, what the heck?
でも、
Wonder what that was all about. Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah,
苗木。
yeah, who's that, Makoto?
みんな
You guys.
やっぱり苗木だ
Oh, there is. There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
あら、
Huh?
生きてたの
You,
ね。
you survived?
まったく
Jeez, you're like a stubborn
ゴキ
little
ブリ並み
cockroach,
の
you
執
know that?
念のために聞
I'm
いと
just
くけ
asking
ど
to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right? Everyone was there. All my friends would struggle together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
なんだ
Wait, what's that smell?
なんだこりゃ
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo! In a flash, my tears dried up.
苗木くん、
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We do explain to everyone what happened to
な
Monokuma.
んだ
Explain? Explain what?
うん
But it is okay that you're here. What if the mastermind catches you?
そうね。
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
つまり、
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously?
そうだってな
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
違うわ。
Makoto isn't the killer. Of course, it's not me or any of you.
はぁ
Then who is it?
なるほどな
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind.
え
What? Did you say the mastermind killed Mukuro?
そうよ。
That's right. It was an elaborate trap conceived by the mastermind. Makoto started the trap.
だけど、
His decision meant that he would be the one to die.
なんだと
You spotted the trap, didn't you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
でも、
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really broke the rules? They broke the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage, didn't you?
そう。
Very observant of you.
当然だ
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. You said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
ひでえぞ
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. He's just like me for real. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
それってさ
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding this school. Every last mystery?
でも、
We've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
とにかく、
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
楽なのよ。
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with being here forever with Master. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
とにかく、
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
面
In
白
other
い
words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
でも、
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
私は、
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
ええ、
That's what I thought too. At first. Till Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint?
なるほどな
Monokuma said that, didn't he? I mean, Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
つまり
The mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says. And the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
つまりだ。
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who've been taking part in the killing game. And the mastermind is... There are 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. The mastermind will have to be one of them.
そうだ。
One of those 16 people we started out with. The only one still alive, the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind's one of us? You can't be serious. Wait, whoa. We can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us. Certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. That is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. Can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
それは
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
でも
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
そうじゃねえのか
Maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way you could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. It's a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want, solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay? How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
まあいいだろ
Time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
戸上の何
At
か
this
け
point, I
て
can really only rely on myself and the Togami blood flowing through my veins. There's no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your
じゃあ
responsibilities.
な
Well then, you're making his final statement. Look who you left the dining hall. Master! You didn't take me with them!
おいお
You
い
blame him? No, Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream, or coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee! You're totally useless! So, bye! With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. You're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Yeah.
That's right.
うん
Let's just leave Kodo, Hina, and me.
だべ
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself, too. What? How come?
そうだってな
Wait and see, I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
隠し
No one's really gonna go off by themselves. And what about you, Hina?
う
I guess I'll do the same thing.
んでも
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
だって
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Well, that's really nice of you to say.
でも
But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
よし
So I figured, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, it's just us two.
え
Indeed. So, you're gonna go on your own too, right, Kyoko? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're gonna do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
それは
It goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground. Then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
じゃあ
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. What right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. To visit all the places we couldn't go before.
苗木くん
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. That, Kyoko was gone. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. Still can't believe that the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. Then we can all escape together. That's when I save the game to go do something else. Because an hour and 17 minutes. Yeah, it's alright. Alright, chat. Y'all know the ordeal. Wear your seatbelt, drink